Hi everyone, I just wanted to give everyone an update on what has been going on with crowdfunding, with university, whether or not I will be starting medical school in a couple of days. My induction is supposed to be on the 20th. This past 2 weeks, if you follow me on Instagram, you know this past 2 weeks has been one of the most difficult weeks of my life. I'm not exaggerating. It was very hard for me, but the fact that I am here, I'm sitting down, I'm recording this video without crying is a testimony in itself. I've recorded videos before where I was just so emotional that I can't even upload them. But I couldn't really tell anyone what was going on because it was just a lot happening at once and there was no clarity, and I didn't want to make situations worse. I didn't want to aggravate any parties involved. So I just kind of kept quiet and tried to work as hard as I could in the background and hoping that I'll be able to tell you guys what's been happening once everything is all cleared up. And now today is Monday, and I'm really hoping that I'll post this video today, Monday, the 6th. And let you guys know what's been happening because you guys deserve to know. You guys have been supporting me all throughout this time. So here it goes. I think I'll just start from the articles. So I don't know if you guys know, but some articles came out of me about my crowdfunding. I'm so grateful to the journalists, both journalists. So one came out in MyLondon news and another one in PlymouthLive. I haven't really posted about the PlymouthLive one because that was what started this whole kerfuffle. I'm so grateful to the journalists for sharing my story and helping me get more funding and whatnot. Just thank you. So after the article came out in PlymouthLive, I didn't even know about the article coming out. I would just go after a picture. I didn't even know when it came out or what was going to be said or anything. So I got an email from the university's admissions team, marketing admissions team, saying that we saw this article of you. They were so confused as to why I was not gonna get student finance or why I was not eligible for student finance, because they were under the impression that because I qualify for home fees, I should get student finance. So I just like to point out that this whole student finance thing, immigration thing, is a very complex and complicated situation that is very easy to get misunderstood. It's very easy to get confused. I was confused. Student finance was confused, which caused a lot of miscommunication. I was advised wrongly by student finance, which led me to believe that I'll qualify for home fees. And I thought that if you don't have to qualify for student finance to qualify for home fees. I thought they were two completely separate things. But I've been told that they're actually this one and the same, that you can't get home fees if you don't qualify for student finance. Anyway, so they saw the article and they were confused and they said, why are you not eligible for student loan? And also because of my crowdfunding, I said that I've been able to raise £9,000 from my salary to help pay my tuition fees. So the university were like, wait, hold on a minute. If you can raise £9,000, then how are you dependent on your mother? Because the whole reason why I got home fees was because of my dependency on my mother. And that was very hard for me because for me to be able to save up 9,000 and I've only been working since January. Do you understand how many hours I had to work? If you follow me on Instagram, you know how I've been doing back-to-back shifts, over 12-hour shifts, working my darnest, working so hard so that I can save up the money because I knew that I wouldn't get student finance. So just to save up the money to be able to pay for my tuition fees for the first year at least. And they said, oh, if you're able to save that, then that means you're not really dependent on your mom. And I basically had to prove to them that, listen, this is not a true reflection of my current financial situation. Like, this is the only way I've been able to save this money is because I'm dependent on my mom. If my mom wasn't taking care of me, I wouldn't be able to save this much. And being able to save 9,000, it's not in 8 months, it's not even practical in a normal sense. It's not practical. Like, I can't sustain that kind of savings for, even when I'm in medical school. I've left my job. Like, I couldn't work in medical school. But luckily I was able to clear that up, and I was able to prove my dependency in other ways, and that was fine. That I just sorted that out last week. And then they were like, actually, the dependency is not even the main issue. The main issue is, why are you not eligible for student finance? I was just like, oh, like I explained before, student finance has very, very strict rules. And if you don't fit into one little section of that, you don't get anything. And in the student finance rule, there's just one section, just the fact that I have not lived lawfully for 3 years. And I did call student finance up, and I asked them, what does ordinary residence and lawful residence, do they mean the same? And someone said, no, ordinary resident does not mean lawful resident. So I was under the impression that I would get home fees. But anyways, sorry, this is very complicated, and I'm trying to like keep it as simple as possible. So they said, if I'm not able to get student finance, then they cannot class me as a home student. I swear this broke my heart, because I knew like there was no way I could get student finance. And I was just like, what am I gonna do? I didn't know what to do. This was literally just last week. So the university had to reassess me, because I think they just were under a different impression. There was a lot of miscommunication, honestly, and they reassessed me, and they reassessed me as an international student on the 1st of September, when my course is due to start on the 20th of September. Now, guys, international fees, home fees is 9,250 for tuition fees alone. International fees, the total of international fees for the whole of the 6 years is 176,000. Where am I supposed to get that kind of money from? I can barely afford home fees. Like, home fees is difficult. That's why I'm crowdfunding. Now, for me to do international it's impossible for me to do. I can't do it. And it was a case of, if I was not changed to home fees, I could not start. I could not start, because if I start, then I'll be starting in debt, because I couldn't even afford to do it. So when I tell you, from last week, I wasn't even sure if I was going to start medical school at all, because if I was not able to get home fees, it's all over. I've been going back and forth, pleading with university, like trying to explain my situation. It wasn't my fault. I didn't know that I was being assessed wrong, and I didn't know that it was just a very, very confusing situation. I was trying to appeal to the university, just to appeal on a good nature, hoping that they will use that discretion to charge me home fees, because if I wasn't charged home fees, then I couldn't start medical school at all. While all of this was happening, I still had to work. I still had to keep working, because there's nothing else I could do. I had to keep working ridiculously long hours, because I still haven't met my target of 9,250 for the first year's tuition. I literally have to work every single day until the day I leave for me to be able to raise that kind of money to be able to pay for first year's tuition. Crowdfunding, I've not even been able to reach £4,000 in crowdfunding. My accommodation alone for first year is £5,330. I have not even been able to reach that amount. Not to talk of living expenses. I haven't bought anything. I don't have a single book or pen. I don't have anything. I'm not ready in any sense to even start, but I still had to keep working. I've been emailing every single member of staff that I can think of that will be able to help speak to someone at the university. Please use that discretion to please try to consider me as a home student, because there was no way that I could start. There's no way I could start in September as an international student. So first of all, there's been some amazing people that have really helped me throughout this process, because I don't think I'll be able to pull it off without them. Really amazing people. Fiona, I can't even thank you enough, because she's just really been there supporting me, helping me write letters to the university, just pleading to them to please consider my case and please help me out, because I don't know what else I would have done. And I got contact of a couple of people who really understand people in my situation, who are in Plymouth and help people like me. So I emailed the head of the medical school. I was pleading my case. I wrote a letter to him pleading and just hoping that they will hear me out. And honestly, the university has been so gracious enough to waive international fees for me for the first year, for my foundation year. So for my foundation year, I'm only liable for home fees. But if I'm not able to settle things with student finance, if I'm not able to get student finance for the remaining 5 years, which, let's be honest, I don't think I will, then I'm going to be charged international fees for my remaining 5 years. Now, I wish I had more of a bigger good news for you guys, but that's the state I am at the moment. Luckily, I'm so grateful for the university, honestly, for being so considerate of my situation. And with that, I feel like I can start. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do for the remaining 5 years. I don't know, but I can't give up. I'm sorry, but I've come too far to give up. A lot of people have given up on me throughout this situation. People that I thought would be there for me, people that I thought would support me to the end, have told me, Miriam, you've had a good fight. It's time to pack up your bags and go. If I'd relied on them, but because me doing all of this is not by my strength. I've said this before. I said it before I started. I said I'm gonna say it again. I'm not doing this because I think that I can get to the final finish line. No, I'm only doing this because I'm only doing this because God does not start a work that he can't finish. He does not start a work that he can't finish. Do you guys understand that? University of Plymouth was the only university that I was eligible to get into for foundation year. Every other university had some criteria, and I got into the only university that I was eligible to. I haven't really said this because it's a miracle that I got this far. So I feel like if I give up now, I'll be giving up on God, because I never did this by my own strength. And the more people give up on me, the more I want to fight, the more I want to tell them I will see you at my graduation. I don't know how I'm going to do the remaining 5 years. I don't even have all the money that I need for the first year, but I'm going to start, because if I give up now, I will never ever get back up, because I've put my all into this. And I'm so grateful to all of you for supporting me. I just wanted you guys to know what has been going on. And please keep sharing, please keep donating, because I need every single help I can get. No amount is too small. I will keep on fighting, and I just need you guys to please keep praying, keep supporting me as much as you possibly can. And I failed to not cry in this video, but you know what, it is what it is. Yeah, so I will be starting this September by God's grace. I think I'm gonna move. I'll let you guys know when I'm moving. I'm not sure, probably on the 15th or the 16th of September. Just want to say thank you to the university again for being so supportive and being so understanding. Thank you every single one of you that have done, even if it's just a share. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. I will see you guys in Plymouth.